All right, hello everyone. So this is going to be a raid, regular raid player 5462. I'm suspecting they did a raid reset because I looked all over and I couldn't find this base. So this last update here could have easily changed up all the raids, and there might be new bases, or the bases have changed. They might have added new loot. So we'll see what happens. At the end of the video, I'm going to talk about some of the skill stuff. So if you're interested in that, just stick around for the end, and I'll show you what I got. All right. And not looking promising here. So this is also going to be my first video on my new phone. I got the Note 9, and it's very, very nice. I don't have any more lag, so I don't have any more excuse, I guess, for any of my my mistakes I make while I'm playing. Okay, so I don't know. Doesn't look like I'm going to need any C4. I think I'm just going to go in. I've also got, I'm going to talk about this at the end, but I've got the skills now, the look around and stuff. I could use it right here if I wanted to, but not particularly worried about it. Let's go ahead and go in. And of course I hit a bench. All right, so we've got let's go ahead and break it. Let's see here how we want to do this. I'm a little rusty when it comes to raiding. It's been quite a while. Let's pop this one open just out of curiosity. And well, that takes care of my curiosity. I think what we're going to do is blow through this way. That way we get a nice block. And we'll go through here. ATV and a couple more chests. So, I should have some runners coming. There they are. Okay, so I'll take care of them and I'll be right back. And yeah, I'm so rusty, I kind of forgot about using the spikes, but whatever. And I got to heal up automatically when I leveled up. That's pretty cool. I forgot about that. That's been so long since I've leveled up. Let me see, how do you do this? We'll do careful. Convenient timing. And let's pop this open. Okay, so might as well start with this guy. And nothing special. That's kind of a bad sign. I don't really need hammers, but a lot of these melee mods require a ton of them. I pretty much have a chest filled full of them at the moment. I might end up taking those home. Let's go for this guy next. This is the second most promising looking one here. And it's a dud. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so that takes care of that. One of the things I've noticed since I've taken my little break from playing the game is that the zombies seem to have a much larger reach, and it's a lot harder to like do sneak attacks and then like, you know, step back without getting hit. And even right there, when I was trying to smack them on the other side of the chest, like I used to be able to punch them and they couldn't touch me, and now I can't even use my pipe on them without getting hit by the big ones. Okay, so there's that. And that. So there wasn't really a big special need to do anything too fancy on this raid, but I always like to be prepared because you never know. There could be a ton of good stuff here. Oh, and I'm getting stuck. Whatever. Okay. Couldn't make it out that time. All right, I'll see you in a second. Okay, and let's pop this one. That's what I want right there. I'm going to have to try out this new animal friend skill and see if that makes it any less of a pain killing animals, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Requires a hatchet. Oh well, this is a good time to die then. Alright, I'm going to pick through this stuff and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is all I'm taking. Suicide Trick is definitely a lot nicer with more capacity in my chopper. Obviously, I need to get that thing upgraded, so that's kind of a new priority for me. And I'll go ahead and use the spikes to die here. Okay, so I'm geared up again. Just took a little bit more armor. I'm bringing the M16 because I want to try out this new active mod that everybody got that has been playing for a while. This is very nice having two active mods. That means I can use them in conjunction with each other, like, you know, the grenade launcher and the leg shot. Basically around the same time, so I can slow down enemies and then use the grenade launcher so they don't hit me. Of course, the grenade launcher works with mobs mostly and not something you want to use on a single person, so I don't know. I'm sure there's a good way of doing that. And then I'm bringing some more hatchets, and that's it. So here we go. But yeah, I'm bringing the M16 because I want to try it out on the big one. Okay, and raid's still there. Suicide Trick still works, in case you were wondering. I'm assuming everything works with that. Scouting a base probably still works too. I think I did that recently. And I'll see you inside. Okay. So yeah, I want to test out this leg shot on him. This raid obviously isn't very good, but at least I get to experiment a bit. Let's put some pants on, my backpack, and we'll just go ahead and load up with some of the things I was going to take. You. And I'll just put those in my chopper now. And put you... sure, why not? Okay. I guess I could check out your chopper. All right, so I've got 3 small boxes to go. I kind of screwed that up. Yeah, I kind of screwed up. I should have brought another hatchet. Well, oh well. Let's go right here. I'm kind of out of practice, so I'm doing this mostly as an exercise. Just to get back into it. Because it has definitely been a while. Oh, wow. Hey there, buddy. Whatever. Oh. Oh, you got me. Yep. Whoa, you're fast. Forgot how fast he is. All right. Nothing special there. Yeah, that's how you do it. All right, let's test out this leg shot. Oh, yeah. Look at him. That was a pretty major slowdown. And no, I got enough hatchets. I thought maybe I didn't. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's damn near like paralyzing him at that speed. Uh-oh. Got too close to the wall. I don't know, some cell phones, I guess. Yeah, I should have softened that up too. Wasn't really thinking. All right, well. I also didn't load up very well before I did this. I should have picked some more stuff. All right, well, I'm going to like not have you guys sit here and watch me figure out what I'm doing. So I'll be right back after I get loaded up a little bit better. Oh, and I screwed up. Sorry, I didn't unpause it in time. So I popped that last one open, and there was basically some tickets and a circuit, and then I ran out of the base trying to hit my record button to turn it back on, and it wasn't working. And anyway, so I went over to the dog crate to try to like, catch my breath and run in there and stop it, and this thing wouldn't open. So apparently you can't use the dog crates anymore with the big one, as far as I could tell. So that's an interesting change. You know, not that there was much to get in there, but I could have grabbed a couple more items. I can go back in if I want to, but there's nothing really in that base I care about. So yeah, I'm just going to call it a day, and I'll see you back at the base. So, okay, so for this player, I got all this. Like one partial Glock, red tickets, whatnot, and I also picked up this stuff from before. So, you know, nothing special. Okay, so let me go ahead and talk about the skills now. And before I do the skills, let's see. So I just kind of decided that I was going to go back to the recycler. So I've been putting full quality guns in here to try to get parts, because I basically blew through a ton of parts doing all my purple mods, and I will kind of want to restock. There's always a chance that I'll get an active mod through this. Out of like the 6 full shotguns I've put in here, I've gotten 3 common blueprints, 3 carbon fibers, and a dozen parts or so. So, you know, when you consider how many guns you blow through at the police station, only to find out that you end up with, you know, a couple purples that maybe you already have, it's really not that bad. You get a ton of parts this way. So just something you might want to consider going back to. I'm keeping my dogs fed. That's kind of another side benefit, is finally my dogs are starting to get back into breeding, and I usually have so many of them that are sitting here cooking. Look at that. So I might make some more headway on my dogs. Oops. Oh. But yeah, I keep I never know how it affects it at what point, but whatever. I just keep them fed, and I think it has some kind of an impact on what you get, but I don't know for sure. So yeah, so with skills, so this is kind of interesting, because this whole thing, this skills change has been quite a benefit. I mean, if you, I'm assuming this is pretty much everybody here, but you pretty much, if you've been playing for a while, you pretty much just get everything that's any good in this game. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that missed out on a couple of these purples, but I think this is all of them. I don't know if there's one more that they just don't show, but I think this is them all. And I already had sprint. Now I have roll. Roll doesn't seem to be particularly useful beyond the sprint. I mean, I haven't really played with it too much, but I always just assumed it wasn't a big deal, and sprint is just as good. So animal friend, I'll have to try that out. I'm not sure. Look around's kind of useful when you're at raids mostly. You can use it in zones too to like see where the chests are, but I don't think I'm going to be using that a ton. I'll probably mostly be using self-healing just to save up on heals and use it in tight situations. And then I already had these top 3, extra pocket, hacker, and trader, but I got the new 3, quick step, builder, and burglar. I think I heard something about burglar is used to open safes, so if you were one of those people that bought a safe, your stuff's no longer safe, if assuming that's actually what it is used for. Quick step, I definitely noticed sneaking faster. And builder, you know, I guess that's good for redesigning your base, because it was pretty lousy before. I mean, when I had to put my dog crate in, I had to tear up a bunch of stuff, only to find out I couldn't put it where I wanted it. So let's just go through the rest of these here. Walker, I'm not particularly concerned about. Quick hands, pick locks 35% faster, so that's pretty nice. And I went for the neat freak, so that'll be nice to not be stinking as much. Medic, I'll get that when I get it. Biker, I wish I had gotten more of that. It came up as an option a few times, but there's always something better when I had those. Glutton, that's a good one. So lungs of steel and strong legs here. I kind of want to get those. I don't think that's a big priority at the moment, but I think when they open up more bunker levels, these two could be very useful. There could definitely be like rooms that are all like, you know, with a sticky floor, and you're going really slow, and they might be poison rooms at the same time. So like having those two is something you definitely want to work on, just on the likely chance that you're going to encounter that kind of stuff. So robber raiders are 10% more likely to show you a base with lots of loot. Well, they sure didn't do it that time. But you know, that seems like a good one to get, if assuming it actually works. And I got the dog lover, so impregnable. That's going to be good, I guess, for basically blowing yourself up with the grenade launcher. There might be some future bosses or enemies that you know actually blow you up. So I mean, that's probably a good one to have just for that. Good memory. So this is one I wish I'd gotten more of. So I'm going to be looking for that. So like for instance, I just did the healer and I got the 100% XP bonus, and I noticed right away that I got extra on that. So that's pretty cool. You got like extra time on that. Nerves of Steel, you get away with being stunned. So I mean, I'm thinking about the lady at the hotel, lady. But you know, there's going to be more enemies that are going to do that to you, so that's a good one to have. Quick learner, obviously, it's useful at the moment. And once you get to 200, it's not going to be a big deal to have that, but who knows? Maybe they'll expand the level cap even more later on. So lucky, rare loot, that's going to be really a good one. That was a hard one to get because it was up in the winter zone, and now I have it all. So, you know, you're more likely to get C4 and guns and stuff inside chests, and that's an important one. Copper miner, all those kinds of things I had no interest in. I only picked that one because I had no other choice. Everything was junk. Careful, that's basically useful for raiding, so I'm happy that I got that up there almost. Dog breeder, of course, that's important for people that don't have true friends like me. Hot-blooded, so this is another one that's kind of going to be useful, I'm sure. Enduring the cold. I'm sure there's going to be, at the moment I don't really need that, but I'm sure there's going to be new content added where there's cold zones, and you know, maybe more stuff in the bunkers, and there could be more events going on up north or new zones up north, so you never know, but I'm sure that'll be good. Bruiser, I finally got to level 20. I mean, to get my health increased by 20 points, I should say. So that's cool. I was almost there before. The strict diet and the camel, those are going to be very useful. That's a huge, nice perk to not have to deal with that as much. Homebody, I never cared about. Just having even one of those is good. You know, just to heal up when you're home. I had it all maxed out, and it was always useless. Quiet gunner, I don't particularly care much about because I'm not typically using guns, but that could be something that changes in some future update. So eventually I'll get that. And then these last four on the bottom, I had no interest in it at all. I mean, it's not a big, those things aren't a big deal. You know, when I get them, I'll get them. So I'm assuming at this point that, you know, when you get to level 200, you basically have everything here unlocked. So there isn't really a big urgency to get to 200. I mean, they didn't make it so like these extra rare ones were the ones you get when you get to 200. So there isn't like some great big goal of like, I got to hurry up and get to level 200 because there's, you know, I already have all the really good stuff, and there's just a few things I can work on that are ones that I want. So, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Trying to think, is there anything else? So I'll be testing out these active skills a little bit more. That's pretty cool that the leg shot works with the blind one. The only thing that I noticed that kind of sucks about it is it takes a little while from the time you push the button before you get your shot off, and he's so fast that by the time he gets into your range and you shoot, he usually manages to get up and hit you. I mean, if my timing was a little better, I could probably avoid that if I was hiding behind the chest a little bit better or whatever, but I can see that being somewhat useful on a raid. I don't know. Mostly I think still like the shotgun's probably the best one. The grenade launcher is probably the second best one. But there's plenty more active mods that are coming. And yeah, so I guess that's it. I'm still like kind of cleaning up my base and organizing it. I apparently all this while I'd been at the cap for trunks because I was like, oh, let me go ahead and spend the time and the resources to start trunking out the rest of my base, and apparently I'd already been at it. So I'd built 2 trunks before I realized that I was already maxed out, and that kind of sucks, but oh well. At least I only built 2. But I got to continue getting this thing organized, and otherwise I'm just going to keep chugging away, working on my chopper and working on the recycler here, building up my parts, and crossing my fingers for an active mod through that. We'll see. I mean, I don't even know if that's possible, but if it is, that's going to be pretty cool. And then otherwise I'll just get the parts. So, all right, guys, that's it for this video. I'm definitely going to be playing with my new active skills here a bit and see how that goes. Maybe I'll figure out some new tricks. Who knows? All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.